Just going through a little online dating stuff here. Not seriously doing it, just checking it and kind of laughing at it a little bit. Thought I'd do a thing on it because there's a show now on MTV called Catfish, in which people get put together after they've had an extended period of time, like corresponding either through Facebook or online dating or something. These are people that have never met, and then the show hooks them up because the person's kind of like, geez, I really want to meet this person, but I've been talking to him for 2 years, and now I'm in love, and I'm so scared to meet them because they may not be the real thing, and whatever. So these two clowns investigate and find out if the person is actually the person they're talking about, and then they know in advance, and then they hook up the meeting, and then you find out that, well, it's really a guy, or it's their sister screwing with them or some stupid shit. But anyway. So, now online dating's come to the forefront again a little bit, and I'm just kind of going through and looking at some of these things, and I need to dissect it for people. So I just did a search. I did a search within 35 miles of my zip code here in Bowdoin, and I went ages 35 to 50, the broad, medium range. It's a good range of people. It's women that aren't too old to be looking for a cribbage partner and a bingo night companion, but they're still, too young to be to that point, and too old, they're not just out just using it for a base for hot guys to try to, get whatever they can get out of them. Usually they're not quite gold diggers past that point. If you see a hot chick that's 25 to 30 years old on a dating site, she's digging gold. They don't have to be there. They get all the action they want any night, any club that they want to go into. If they're there, they're shopping money. End of story. No matter what they put for a hard luck story in their profile, that they just haven't found the right guy, and everybody out there is just out. They're just sleazeballs, and they all lie to me, and I'm just trying to find a good guy. I'm at my wit's end. Yeah, I'm the hot chick that's down to her last straw. So she's going to online dating, which is a cesspool of scum, lies, and bullshit, to find an honest guy to date. No, she's looking for money, but the shit that you read in these are funny. So we're going to dissect a few for you, and just to give you a thing. Okay, right off the bat. Looking for a sense of humor. If you knew how many times I've read this in a female profile, a woman's idea of a sense of humor is not what you think. When they say this, they want the stupid bullshit, make me laugh, giggly in a bar, lame, inflated ego, jock, mindless sense of humor. They don't want a real funny person. They don't want me. They don't want comedy. They want a hot guy that is a clown enough that they can go, oh my God, he's so funny, and they go in the bathroom and they, oh my God, he's so funny, and he's so funny, and they're not really funny. They're just, it's lame funny. They don't want a guy with a sense of humor. So when you read this, don't get excited, because I used to get excited. Oh, she's looking for a sense of humor. This girl wants to laugh. Enter me. I'm gonna do it. They don't. No, that's a bullshit. That's a bullshit thing. Don't even pay attention to it. They want a hot guy that's, does the stupid, the funny guy in the teen movies thing, the guy that you want to punch because he's really not funny, but the girls laugh at him. That's what they want. They want the guy that we want to punch who thinks he's funny, but he's really just a jerk off trying to get laid. That's what they want when you see that. Here's what. Smokes. They put smoking in this, and smoking is the biggest thing to lie about. If it says smokes occasionally, it means they smoke. Period. Nobody smokes like, well, I smoked 3 weeks ago, and then I had one yesterday. They smoke. Smokes occasionally, or smokes trying to quit is another option you'll sometimes see. It means they smoke. End of story. That's another bullshit thing. If they even admit to it, a lot of women won't admit to it. But whatever. Let's go. Look for a few more here. Photos. Well, photos, we all know the story of the photos. If the photo's taken overhead, like this, you know, at an exaggerated angle to use foreshortening, that means that they're overweight and they're trying to hide it. If they're laying on the bed like this, and all you can see is their head and their arms, if they're leaned up against a tree, and all you can see is their head poking around a tree, and you can't see the front of them, you know, or if their photos are, you know, if they're 45 years old and their photos are from high school yearbooks, things like that. It's like trying to show you that I was hot once, but, you know, what does that mean, you know? Buy a used car, it was good once, it had the new car smell once, but now it's a piece of shit. So anyway, what else can we dig? We'll just go into an average one here. This girl says she's the whole package, so we'll dissect her. Let's see what the whole package really is. Oh, I just saw one that says friends first. I need to go into that real quick. Friends first is the stupidest thing that women ever say. I hate that more than I hate most any other bullshit lie. And I'll tell you why. Because of the way women think. Women put guys in the friend zone. If a woman really seeks a guy as a friend and wants a pal, a buddy, or whatever, then she wants a pal, a buddy, and whatever. Women, when they meet, the number one thing with women, when they meet a guy, women instantly prioritize things. And they do that with men. They go, bang. Friend, potential lover, guy I want to have sex with. That's it. Those are the three categories that you get. And when women meet a guy, they instantly they plug them into one of those categories. One, you can work your way one way or the other. It's the iffy category. One's the friend zone, and the other's, you know, buy them a couple drinks and have fun. When a woman puts friends first on a dating site, that is something in their head that is just total bullshit. If a woman wants to go out and meet a friend with the potential for being a lover, that isn't the dynamic, and that isn't what happens. If you go out and you want to meet somebody for potential romance, romance almost has to be there when you sit down at the table. You have to, because you'll go on the date and they'll be like, I wasn't feeling it. Well, you know, you're a great guy, but whatever. No, but wait a minute. But you wanted friends first. So we're obviously having a great conversation. We had a good meal. We laughed all the way through it, or whatever. Good friendship coming here, and now we're going to explore that and make it build, right? Oh, no, I just wasn't feeling it. But that implies that the friendship thing is just a bullshit thing, that, you know, that you can't be friends and work it on like a movie into a romance. It's either there or it isn't. So if you see friends first, just bail. Now, this girl here, this is Doth Protest Too Much girl. Wow, I got lucky on this one. Doth Protest Too Much is the girl who is adamant that she does not want a one-night stand. Players need not apply. No scumbags. This is the girl that you're going to have sex with tonight. Mark my words. The one who says the most how they don't want that they're tired of the creeps, they're tired of the players, that's the girl that is that she's going to bite for them quicker than anybody. This is your target, scumbags that want to get laid on online dating. This is the holy grail when you see that. If she's a good-looking chick that's just so tired of the bar scene and players and whatever, then that's 2 drinks away. That's maybe 3, but usually a couple wines and that one's yours. I'm not going to tell you how I know that, but anyway. Well, these are some of the things that you want to find. One more thing I want to say, because I don't want to make these videos all that long, but those are a couple of the red flag things. But the thing that will annoy you most in online dating is the fact that when people write to you, they feel that you somehow owe them correspondence back because they took the time. And women will do this more than men. Men will write, "Hey, what's up?" Or they'll see a girl in a Patriots shirt and go, "Hey, I like the Patriots too. Want to go sometime?" Boom, that's a guy. You know, and that's cool. I want to watch it at a bar or whatever. But women will write paragraphs sometimes to you, and you'll get an email and you go, oh boy, great, I got an email, and you look and you go, ah, you just look at the picture and go, no, and then they'll have this spiel, and they'll write out like 3 or 4 paragraphs to you. Oh, you were funny, and I picture us together, and blah 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 blah, and it goes on and on and on. And then you don't write, and then you'll get that letter back. And I know women, the same thing with women. Hot chicks go through this all the time. They tell me this all the time, that guys will write to them, and if they don't write back, the guy's like, oh, what are you, a snob? What are you, a bitch? And so hot women get this too. But I get this. I get the, if I don't reply thing back, that somehow I'm an asshole because I did not reply. And the fact of the matter is, I don't owe you a reply. I don't. I am not Ann Landers, okay? I don't have a column in a newspaper. I don't have email. I have in no way I'm not like, I'm the rock star that you wrote a fan letter to and you just didn't hear back. Deal with it. That's the way it is. I mean, yeah, you thought I was cute maybe. You laughed at my jokes, whatever. You liked I was a fisherman. I don't care. Whatever it was. And you write to me, and I appreciate that. But I don't owe something back. To have to make me write back to somebody that I'm really just not attracted to, and then somehow break it to them gently that I'm not attracted to them and that I don't want to date them, that's not fair to me, Now I have to feel uncomfortable. The ball's in my court to be like, oh, geez, I got to write something back, I'm sorry. You have no teeth, and you're standing on your deck, smoking a cigarette, wearing sweatpants, and it's just not me. Do I have to fucking write that? Do I really have to do that? No answer is your answer. No reply to your email is my reply. And my reply is no thank you. That's it. But you don't want to be a jerk about it, but you get put in that position. And women will write back to you like, oh, what? You're too good for me? Not saying that. I'm saying you're not good enough for me, I guess. Whatever. But there you go. So you're going to get that. And it's a jungle, it's a zoo, and whatever. And it's a cesspool of shit, and it's a crapshoot. And playing the online dating game is like playing scratch tickets, I mean, you scratch it and you go, whatever. Or you'll scratch it and get almost there and then get let down on the last thing. But it is. It's gambling. And it's 2% chance you're going to meet somebody that you're going to be with any extended period of time on a dating site. To be warned by that. We're not all scumbags. I mean, I'm a nice guy that just the whole dynamic of it is ridiculous. I mean, you meet women, you go through a banter back and forth, you text for a week maybe, and you learn that you kind of like each other because you laughed and whatever, and then you go and you sit there face to face, and you just like, God, I can't stand her voice, and she's like, oh God, he has horrible posture, or geez, whatever the thing is, and then you just walk away both feeling shitty because you kind of like this person, but you didn't like them the way that you wanted to. And to be honest, it's so hard to find that. You can find that by bumping into somebody by accident in the supermarket just as quickly as analyzing it in online dating. Online dating profiles and learning about people and texting back and forth and all that does not in any way near bring you closer to romance. Romance is biology. I've learned that with online dating. All it is a selection of pictures and people that you find that are available. You meet them in real life, and you may draw that wild card and go, holy cow, this person's what I want, and I really am attracted. The odds are pretty goddamn good they're not going to be attracted back, but that's the nature of it. So be prepared to be let down, and watch the show. Watch Catfish. It's hilarious. I feel for these people that are going through it because it's what it's like. It is good reality TV because it's not as absurd in many cases as you think. There are a lot of nut cases out there that I would love to tell stories sometime, and maybe I will. But anyway, there's a crazy Carrie is lurking out there somewhere. It's an ex-flight attendant that I did not have the pleasure to date, but she was crazy enough that she wanted to make it happen in the worst way. But I'll tell you sometime. Have fun out there. Hope you get laid.